sun shines on your skin. 'Cause your white curtains, they are paper thin.
Okay, what about okay, talk a bit about what you're releasing over the next 6 months, like how it goes.
In the next week, I'm releasing LØVÖR with a 10-track album. Has a different versatility, different sounds, different genres, all packed into one album. Has one music video, and it has a remix to the album that has a different version to each song. And then after that, the week after or 2 weeks after, I'll be releasing the Gospel EP, which is another about 10-track album that will have just songs about my faith and about my belief, how much that has evolved and changed over the years as well.
Can you tell us your name?
Hi, I'm Maximum Gain, and I'm here with Hennessy Productions to do an interview.
What cities are you going to be in the next 4 months?
I will be performing on Vancouver Island, Vancouver, BC, and all up through BC, and I will also be in Edmonton, Alberta.
What inspired Chapter 1?
Chapter 1, a lot of the rappers that I grew up with that were underground, like the Hobsons, the Tokens, Eminem, Joyner Lucas. I wanted to show off some skill, some lyrical value into my music production, as I'd strain away from that for the past couple of years, being more melodic, being more punk, but I wanted to come back to my roots a little bit, and it's just calling out some rappers I just find that aren't up to my skill or up to skill level, so I called them out.
What can people expect from the LØVÖR album?
From LØVÖR, it has a lot of alternative value. It has some hyper pop. It has some rap. It just is more sad emo rap. It's a very much kind of emo rap, emo punk, alternative type of album. Talking a lot either about heartbreak or just the different relationships and girls that I've seen in the past couple of years.
What was the experience like filming the Chapter 1 music video?
The experience was really amazing. Hannah did an amazing job. The horses, they all adapted very quickly to my performance, and you can see in the video that they're all happy, they all enjoyed being there, and I hope to do more videos like that in the future.
Why did you decide to have alcohol in your video?
Because I guess substance is kind of a regular thing when it comes to hip-hop music. I'm not a heavy substance user myself. I smoke a little ganja and I drink a little alcohol from time to time, but it definitely hasn't been a vice for me, and especially when it comes to performing, I've known a lot of people that use it as a crutch when they have to perform live, but for myself, I never really felt that it was needed to be a crutch.
You talk a bit about substance in your video. Tell us some of the lyrics and like what they mean to you.
One of the first bars is, "This game loves it when I go and chase it, and I'm drinking back all this liquor and I've got no more juice left to chase." It's like a play on where it's just like I don't have the money to even buy chase or juice. I'm just drinking vodka straight back, and it's like a play on of how like a starving artist is. Like they're chasing this game, they're chasing the music and the rap and stuff like that, and yet we don't even get paid, and we're just coasting along and drinking vodka straight with no chase.
What number of album is this for you?
Wow, this is probably my 6th or 7th album. I've done a couple studio-based albums, and Back4Blood is more of a home-based studio album, but still has the production value as a studio.
So far, what's your favorite song off LØVÖR?
My favorite songs off LØVÖR is Lover Girl, Vampire Girl, and I would say Ghost Girl with 9 Clouds. Check out that when that drops with 9 Clouds. Shout out 9 Clouds.
Where is 9 Clouds?
9 Clouds is based in Edmonton, Alberta.
Nice. Talk a little bit about Vampire Girl. What's Vampire Girl?
Vampire Girl was just this very authentic to Maximum Gain type of vibe. It has some punk, it has a little bit of bars and rap. I like to mix the two a little bit. Lil Peep definitely inspired this album, LØVÖR with Ghost Girl and Vampire Girl. Lil Peep was a big inspiration for this album. As you can see in the video, it's got that vampire look. It's got that kind of like dark romance vibe, and I hope to continue into that aesthetic into the next couple years too.
What was it like shooting the video?
Shooting the video was really fun. in that area we shot it in. I think it was just like a perfect spot. It's very dark. It has that dark vibe, and the actress who was in it did an amazing job. She seemed to really enjoy it and have fun. We all had fun, so it was a good time.
It's a quick song. It gets in your head. I think it's gonna be a
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about, in chapter 1 you talk about like getting rid of Max games. So this album is like a new start, even though it's your 7th.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes I think I should just throw away Maximum Gain and start all over. And it's been something I've pondered for the last couple years, or last year at least. My friends definitely know about it. I've been thinking about just changing my entire persona, changing the entire artistry that I began with when I was 18, which was Maximum Gain. And I'm about 6 years in, and I think it might be time for a change pretty soon.
What does this change look like?
It looks a lot like Vampire Girl. It looks very dark romance, a very dark aesthetic. I'd like to shift the direction from it being very, how can I say, just the older me, and just transform into a newer me.
Do you have anything to say about the new wave of hip-hop, of rap?
At first, I didn't like the new wave of hip-hop and rap. A lot of the trap artists and the auto-tune, I hated it. But then I began to use auto-tune myself, and I learned that it was like an extra instrument that I could use on my vocals. If you really use it professionally and learn how to use it properly, it can be a great tool to enhance your vocals, enhance your melodic rap or melodic genres. And I still think there's some artists out there that need a lot of work, and no hate on them. I think there's a lot more value to the lyrical writing, the lyrical aspect of hip hop and the lyrical aspect to music, where a lot of artists are just punching in freestyles and it's just sounding, the quality is just sounding really just thrown together very loosely, and I just don't appreciate that in the music industry.
You talked a bit about your influences. What do you appreciate?
I appreciate lyrical value. I appreciate people who are trying to make a change. I appreciate people who are authentic to themselves. I appreciate when people don't just bite other artists and they're trying to be their original self, that they've created an original sound, that they are doing something new and they're not just doing the same thing that we've seen in the past 3 years of the trap and the auto-tune artists.
Is there anything else you want to say about the Maximum Gain project?
This could be the last 3 Maximum Gain projects, the Lover Boy, the Gospel EP, and Back4Blood. Back4Blood will be the first album of 2025, and as the title says, I'll be back in Vancouver, back in my city, and I'll be back for blood. So that says enough about that. But I do have a secret project that I'm working on called Maximum Gain and Friends 2 that has massive names that you couldn't even imagine me working with, that will surprise a lot of my audience. I'll surprise a lot of people that I'll be working with. I'll be mixing a lot of local artists from Vancouver that I find that have a lot of talent and have a lot of skill, and I'll be matching them with big names that you wouldn't even imagine, or you'd be surprised that I have on there. So stay tuned for that.
What would you like to say to your audience?
I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for showing me support and love. I know I don't do it much. I very keep to myself on social media. Social media is a bit of a challenge for me and many artists. We love to just make the art. We don't really like to market ourselves, but it's a part of the job. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting me, and much love to all y'all.